Good evening. How are we all? Thank you very much for coming over and joining us for another Friday night live. Hope you're all well. Hope you've all had an amazing week. And yes, it is Friday, so it's the weekend starts here. So we have the gentleman in the background. As always, we have well, 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 yeah, well, yeah, their hair. So anyway, as always, Terry and Brian in the background to keep you entertained and keep the questions coming in. So as always, if there's any questions, then please put a Q before your question so we can pick it up. Because if not, sometimes with all the chat that going by, they can be missed. So, um, I yeah, and that old and slow. Right. So on the lathe, I have uh, oh bloody thing. I I have if the Stream Deck wants to work. I have a piece. I have a piece of ash. Put it on the camera that you can see. Bow and arrow. Bow. Our last Paul York. So anyway, um, the width for that is 205 mil across, or just over 8 inches, and 220 or 8 3/4. So I'm going to leave the bark on the edge here because I'm going to do an artistic, or try and do an artistic piece. It's got a nasty curve in it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the curve at the front, but I'm going to leave the curve in the back. So that'll help it stand up that's my opinion anyway. So I'm going to do the front flat, or flatten the front out. And then, like I said, I'm not actually going to touch the back. All I will do on the back once I've done it is maybe sand it if I decide to keep it. But obviously if it burns, then I don't need to worry about it. So not 100% what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some texture and do some coloring. Not 100% sure. I want to try and use a couple of different styles of texturing because we're overdoing at the moment with the ball piece or the carbide cutting piece. So I want to try and do different types of texturing just to make it a little bit more interesting, so we're not doing the same thing over and over again. So while I am flattening this off, the guys will welcome you all in. All right, shut back out. Oh, really? Why can't they hear you? It's on.
Right. Try that. It was on. It was on.
Yeah. You can give it about 30 seconds to go through.
Well, okay, let's have a look then, because the screen will go blank for a second.
Just come back and say good evening, everybody. Let's start again.
Get rid of that one because if not, you'll end up with an echo.
Everybody hears now. Hopefully they can all hear us now.
Still no
No.
sound. Right, try that now.
Well,
What
wait a
about
minute.
now?
Oh,
Any
oh,
good
yeah,
now,
what
Reece?
about now? What about now?
It takes about 10 seconds to come back on. No?
Can
1, 2,
you
3.
hear me?
Oh, well.
And apparently you're not on your headset, Steve. There's a lot of background noise.
Yeah, we're on now.
I'm on the
We're on now.
headset. I am
Right,
on my
everybody.
headset.
Thank you. Good evening to everybody. And I'll read through briefly and quickly. If I miss anybody, apologise. Doug Miller was the first in, followed by Terry Bartlett, Wayne the Woodturner, Andy Door 60, and then it goes on further down to Malcolm Douglas, Brad Gilliver, Lindsay Wood Dancers, Susie the Swiss Woodturner, Todd at Glencove Woodworks, Brian Walker, Sacco Designs. Here we go. Further down said list. Oh, they're all talking to each other now. That message was hidden from Andy Woodwork Learner. So
Terry
just press that
Bartlett.
button there.
We'll get chased, buddy.
Put that one in. Mike Yu is in from Ilminster, down there in Somerset, is it?
Ilminster.
Ilminster. That's near Ilchester, I think.
I have no
Harry
idea.
Chitty's in. Yeah,
England. I have no idea.
there's several times.
Why would I know?
Gerard the French Turner is in. Lucy Bundy Rowe is in. Well, William Kenny is in. Paul Houghton the Greasby Turner is in. Oh, Paul. So far, so good. A bit further down. Stop talking to Robert Bortwood is in. Steve Hale is in.
There are cool ones, then.
Roger Kent is in. Jumping ahead of me now, you two, Reg.
I know. Just did it for
don't
badness.
do that. Don't do that because you're painting the... Mr. G's in.
You confuse him.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I did it.
Yeah, but it won't confuse me. I just won't talk to you anymore.
Oh, that's fine.
And
Who cares?
Royce the boy is also there.
There's always a silver lining.
Yep,
Oh,
there
that's
is,
good
there is
news, isn't
indeed.
it? Yeah.
Yep. Good news for me.
And
Yay.
Eric Coolin is in, and
Andrew from Wavey's Shed's in.
I'd already said that, so there you are.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you weren't talking to me.
This chat's just jumped again now. I've got to find where I was. Royce the boy was in up there. Go on now.
Hi, Dara.
Epic K9 is in, and it's jumped again. So I could. Right, that's
Did you get
Harvey
Harvey
Klein.
Harvey Klein, yeah.
Yeah, I just got Harvey Klein.
I'll let you off there.
If I've missed anybody, I apologise. This chat's jumping
Don't,
5 to the dozen.
don't accept his apology. Yeah, give him a hard time.
So I don't care. Welcome everybody anyway. And if you're in, you're in. If you're not in, you won't hear me saying that, will you?
67 people watching.
If
We
you're not
started
in your
streaming
ears.
14 minutes ago, and Terry's just finished reading the chat. That has
Yeah,
to be
but
some
That's
kind
not,
of world
that's not my
record.
fault. That's not
No,
my
there was
fault.
an issue with the sound. Again, another
Mark Beckett
update.
is in.
So,
Mark,
no, why
Mark
are you
Beckett is in
standing up
as
for him
well.
again?
So there we are. Mark Beckett is in. I don't know if I missed anybody else. I'm sorry, but that's the rules. Blame it on my age and my eyes. Not being able to work a computer very good.
Don't wanna
No,
try
it did.
this.
You scroll down. When you scroll down to find out who's in, it just jumps.
It
How's
does.
it go? How's it go? Does it go?
Just give people go by.
So I want to try and get this as flat as possible. So a little bit more.
Andrew Woodward Leonard says, Terry, I hope you're well today. And hi, Brian. I hope I'm not
Thank
well.
you,
or
Andy.
what?
I
What's
am
that
well.
about? What's
By
that
the way,
about?
for those that everybody heard Steve at the beginning, so they know what he's doing. They just couldn't hear us. That's correct, isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
true.
Okay.
Think so, anyway.
Just in case you didn't know, if you joined us late, Steve is now currently flattening off a piece of ash, which is a bit bent, curved. He's going to leave the curve on the back and use his legs.
Correct.
He's trying some different techniques.
Woohoo,
To,
look
to
at that.
add stability.
Still got a little bit off that edge. So we'll need a little bit more out the middle of that. Let's get in there.
Kenny, I can delete you, William Kenny. It's no problem.
Oh, what's he done? What did William say? Have I missed something?
Where's Joe when you need them right? That's all right. I can just boom, gone.
Oh, right, okay.
Let's see. It was William Kenny. He didn't last long.
It's like that now, is it?
Andy, AJK Woodworks is in. Alex Wooden Things is in.
That's Andrew.
Hey, everybody. I hope everybody's well.
Hi, Andrew and Alex. Alex.
Grandpa Jim's just joined us. Jim.
Hello, Jim.
Right, so that's much better.
Is that a half-inch bow gauge you were using there, Steve?
It was a half-inch bowl gouge, yeah. The reason I'm using a half-inch is because
Christine and Michael Hesseltine has just joined us.
Good evening, Michael and Christine. The reason I'm using a half-inch is because of the size of it. I thought if I use a 3, I might end up with some gouge lines in it.
You might.
So just got that cleared up now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand that. There's a few little bounce lines on the edge there where the tools...
Apparently Roy's leaving at 8.
Roy, what are you leaving at? You can't do that, Roy.
No, I have no idea.
Is he leaving?
Oh,
I don't know, he just put that in the chat. Kev, I'm leaving at 8.
Leaving his wallet behind or what?
Yeah, well, if he's going to the pub, he'll leave his wallet behind.
Roy don't need to take his wallet to the pub because he always sells something, so he's always got money.
Yeah, scrounging. Rob Copperell's just joined us. Hello, Rob.
Hi,
Christine
Rob.
and Michael said, did you read 68 names that quick? I did, Christine.
No, he didn't. He read
Twice.
Twice.
Twice I read them.
Because Steve messed up the sound again.
Another update, mate. Every time I do an update, there's a problem.
Every day.
I'm
Every
gonna
day
stop-
there's another excuse.
I'm going to
Don't
stop doing
update it
updates.
There's a new excuse every day.
No, it's the same excuse, just different day.
Robert Brockwell wants to know how my horse is. The horse is doing a little bit better than he was. Abscess in his foot is clearing up.
Woodwork Learner says, question, Steve, how are you going to do a live on Sunday when you are in Thirst?
I can be in 2 places, Andy. My twin brother will be here doing the hashtag week. Oops.
There you are. Come in and see.
Oh, Roy the boy's leaving 8 for the show. What show? Where are you going, Roy?
Harrogate, I think, next week.
Oh,
Yeah,
Newark.
okay.
Oh, it's
Newark.
talking about Newark.
Oh, Newark, that's the one, yeah. Not Harrogate. I keep saying Harrogate for some reason.
That's because you're thinking
Last
in
one you went
advance.
to.
I'm just so excited. I just can't
Thank
hide
you.
it.
I'm so excited. It's a song there somewhere.
Do you know what? I'm going to actually I'm going to cheat. I'm going to get a palm sander on that and sand it with a palm sander. That'll be easier.
Yeah, easier.
Oh,
80 grit.
80. I'm going to put a house
40.
brick on the bottom of it.
40 grit. That's Steve's tool controlling. Thank you, Andy.
Actually, that is something different than Steve. I'm seeing a palm sander used before.
Using a palm sander.
Yeah, I'm going to use a palm
No,
sander.
not.
Palm sander.
So,
Oh, thank goodness, not one of them air things.
Fine, there's nothing wrong with using that.
Kev wants to know, is Mickey doing the Sunday live, Steve?
no. My twin brother's going to cover for me. And Brian's going to help him in the background.
Your identical twin, that is. Robert Broadward says you pick him up at 8:10 then, Roy. So obviously Robert lives near Roy.
Well, 10 minutes away at least, if he's leaving at 8. See how good my maths were there, Terry. See that?
Yeah.
Amazing.
I find that hard to believe. Somebody must have told you that. But
Rob
You're in that
says,
room
do
on your own.
the air things hurt your ears, Brian? They do. Especially the little sander things. They make a shocking noise.
all the air ones, they whistle really loud. I got one of the air ones.
I haven't got a big enough compressor to run the air tools. Just about manages to blow the dust down and power an airbrush.
I could use the air sander, but I'd just be so noisy compared to this.
Yes. Don't bother, just leave it in the drawer.
Well, it would be for you because we can't. Your noise cancelling is working great here. So.
Kevin 9K says, Kevin 9K says, Robert, did you manage to smuggle in your new goodies on Wednesday? I did. I have some new goodies today. I bought myself a new pillar drill today. A 3/4 horsepower pillar drill. Lovely.
Yeah, I think you said pillar drill then, did you? You said like sounded like power drill.
No, pillar drill. I said pillar drill.
Yeah, but it's your accent.
No, it's your stupid
drill.
English ears. You can't.
So what's
You
caused
just
that
don't
there
listen
then?
quick enough.
What's caused that then? Look, there's a ring in there. Look.
All right.
That's maybe a bit.
Is that toe marks?
Well,
Maybe a bit high where the centre of the palm sander was touching it. Maybe.
I don't know.
Try using the other sander.
Put your ruler across it again. Which one Andy says was at $12.99, Brian? Yeah, it was. Yep. It was actually £350.
Not really. Nothing really worth shouting about. But strange.
That's going to move because it's right. The pith is right there, isn't it? So that's going to move anyway as you turn it. Reckon.
Well, it's going to go round. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's going to move backwards even more. Reckon.
Robert says I put him in it. Robert says I put him in the car until she went out on Thursday morning.
That must be a mark from the tool because that's actually a perfect circle there. So
yeah,
sneaky. That's a bit sneaky and devious, Robert. But we've all been there.
Right. So, go on. Sorry.
No, go on. Carry on.
No, you work away. You work away, Steve. You're saying more important stuff than we are.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hollow that out a little bit where that line is because that's obviously a tool mark. I'll do that first and then we'll cross the bridge what we're going to do after that.
Good idea.
So I'm going to use a spindle gouge. Yeah, I'm going to use a small spindle gouge for that. Turn the extractor off. Don't need that going now, no. So
Andy's in. Good evening, Andy. Andy Bundy Rowe.
Hi, Andy.
Andy. Why is it that everybody on here seems to think it's $12.99? Did you hide it away from the missus? I mean, my wife knows everything I've spent.
I never hide anything from Michelle either. She knows every penny I spend.
Yeah, she buys me some things sometimes.
She has access to my bank account. It's funny that because she has access to my bank account, but I don't have access to her bank account.
Oh, well.
I made a mistake there somewhere, I'm sure.
Might have been getting married. That's the case.
I'm not saying that now, Danny.
Roy says he's not your twin brother, so he's not covering for you.
Well, we know that, right? We've seen you.
Yeah. Timothy Wilkins is in, as is James Crossford. Hello, James. Timothy.
Hi, Timothy and James.
Oh, for God's sake. I need a better light. I can't see a damn thing.
What? I was looking at Glenn Lucas's lights today. The lights he has over his lathe. I need to get one of those.
Right. Did you know what sort they are?
No, I have no idea.
Seen them, haven't you? No, you haven't.
I haven't seen them, but don't know what they are. I'll message Glenn and ask him.
It's going well tonight. Going really well.
But they were really good lights.
Unlike Steve's.
Well, the lights are great if they're in the right place. Trouble is, you bring them close, that just washes everything out when you do any colour.
Yeah. Right. You got to be able to see it, Steve. So don't worry about it.
That's the trouble, isn't it? You try and
it's hard to get it right, isn't
it? Robert brought. We're just going to be standing by the clock tower in the village. He's going to have a little red rose on, Roy. All right, just so you know it's.
I'd be careful. I'd be careful announcing where you're going to be standing there, Robert. You never know; you might get picked up.
Well, he's hoping to be by Roy.
Oh, Roy.
And Grandpa Jim says, yours, mine, ours are all the same. Yeah, you're right. It is all the same. Absolutely. Michelle seems to think what's hers is what's mine. No, how does she say it? I can't remember. What's yours is mine. What's mine is my own. That's what Michelle says.
Sounds a bit like Nicola, that does.
I only earn the money.
just broke the bloody bracket that the light's hanging on, so that's even worse now.
Oh,
You
Steve,
can make
what
one
are
out
you
of wood.
doing? He's just 3D printed another one.
Yeah, I know, but that takes 6 hours, so...
Well, and can you only print one at a time?
Well, no, I can print more than one at a time, but I want
All
one
right,
now,
that's okay.
not even 6 hours.
Well, that's all right. When you're printing your own new one, print me too as well.
Gerard, the French turner's having to leave. He says, sorry, I got to go, but he's just had a surprise visit from his granddaughter.
Oh, he's away.
And his
Grandpa's
daughter.
away.
See you
Come on,
later, mate.
Grandad.
Thanks for coming over.
Well, enjoy
Right,
yourself.
let's see if I can hold that with some masking tape for now.
Why is your love?
I should have stayed in the house, I think. Might be...
Looking that way.
God says it sounds like a soap opera. Does it?
What, Coronation Street?
I don't know. And Lucy says, au revoir, Gerald. Au revoir, does that mean goodbye? Andy Bundy Rose suggests that, Steve, you could use plastic welding.
I could do, but again...
Or you could just reprint a new one.
Yeah, I just reprint another one. It's easier. The
And it's
program's
in.
already done. I just press start and go, leave it.
Spirit
It
wood,
wouldn't be
stone
too
building.
difficult to add 2 to that. You could just do 3 instead of pressing 1.
Well, no,
Evening, Heather.
just duplicate it.
Okay.
Right, let's try again.
Heather's in.
Hi,
Just
Heather.
said that, Brian. You're not
I wasn't
taking
listening
any
to you,
notice.
Terry. I'm not talking
No,
to
you
you.
never
You
do.
said you weren't
You
talking
never
to
do.
me earlier.
Also,
So,
Pete Twisted Trees is in as well. The Twisted Pete's in.
evening.
Masking tape needs mic. Says,
Masking tape.
need mic.
Brian Green came in. Hi, Brian.
Didn't think you'd notice.
Missed him.
It's everyone.
No, not everyone.
No, you didn't miss Dara, did you?
It's just going to be like a Viking sunset bowl, Steve. And we're going to colour this as well.
I'm going to colour it, yeah.
Ooh.
Give it a bit of texture, give it a bit of colour.
You could go right out of comfort zone and try odd colours you've never used before.
That's what I suggest.
Odd.
I bought a lovely pack of dyes today.
Colours that don't go together, just use them.
So I did.
Yeah, I see them in the...
Indian ink dyes.
Pete says he's been here
To try it.
even during the golden silence.
Oh, that's
Well,
okay.
lovely.
Pete. What do you mean golden? Wait, hold on a minute.
Beginning.
I mean, just because you couldn't hear us, you meant that they think that was golden. Okay.
Alan Gibb is in. Hello, Alan.
Evening, Alan.
Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's well. Sorry about
We're all fine.
We've now got.
the cock-ups.
We're all fine. Most of us are on meds.
We're fine. We're grand.
The other lot are hiding their gear from their wives. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all fine.
Nah,
And
don't do that. Not
Half of
now.
them never even noticed.
I don't see the point nowadays. Just tell them what you got. It's the easiest way. Be honest.
Yeah.
True.
Be honest
Seven-
and lie convincingly.
The trouble is
We
with a
have
lie,
s-
you have to tell another lie to get out of that lie, and then before you know it, it's just
Yeah,
a
it's just
vicious
a
circle.
Don't tell lies. It's just tell the truth. It's easier to remember.
Andy Brewer Learner says, don't be shocked. He says, hope to turn a pen in my shed tomorrow.
Oh
First
no,
item.
not a pen. Good luck, Andy. Hope it goes well for you.
What's he doing?
Roy the boy says he's been using colours from Aldi.
Okay.
Very good. What kind of colours did you get, Roy? Were they
Coloured colours.
colours? Acrylics or what?
Are they the ones you did that bowl with the other day, Roy? The blue one.
Lucy and Andy Bundy Rowe are cruising to be put in time out.
I was just thinking that. Should we give them 300 minutes or 300 hours?
Yeah, I'm not sure yet. I'm
300
I'm
weeks.
debating it. If there's much more of that out, cheek, there'll be
Come. Don't
there'll be
call
trouble at
Brian
mill.
gruesome.
Trouble at mill. The gruesome twosome were only temporarily silenced, he said. Thanks for that, Lucy. Appreciate it. Kev says it's hard enough to remember the truth, never mind lies.
Yeah, the trouble is you you think you said it, you didn't,
Yeah.
then you say it, and then you get, and then she thinks you're lying. So basically, don't say anything. Tools or tools.
My mother used to say, tell the truth and shame the devil. Whatever that meant.
Yeah.
So she
Tell
used to
the
say,
truth and shame the devil. Never heard of that one.
Yeah.
that's what my old mum used to say. Oh, Roger Kent's asked a sensible question. He says, Brian, have you started your resin casting? The answer is
That's
No.
not sensible. Yeah, of course he's not.
no.
He's just
putting it
looking
off.
at
I'm using
acquiring
it-
gear.
I'm using the excuse that the temperature is not hot enough yet.
Yeah.
He likes
He's-
acquiring gear.
I need the temperature to be above 10 degrees.
You're full of it,
So
bro.
everybody,
I mean,
just
who's
bear that in
been-
mind, please. Talk about not telling the truth. I'll eat above 10 degrees. I'll defy everybody to go back and see all his last lives for the last year. And he said, it's 15 in here today. It's 21 in here today.
No,
Turn the heating down.
see, Terry, it has to
You
be.
said it on every live.
It has to be 10 degrees all the time.
It is. You never turn
No,
your heater
because
off.
when you put the thing in the pressure pot, it can't get hot and cold and hot and cold and hot and cold. That's the status.
Because you never turn the heating off.
I do. I turn the heating off every time I'm out at the workshop. My name's
Jamie's
not
been on
Steve.
all
I can't afford to run the diesel heater all day every day.
Personalised
Yeah,
twist.
I'm only a
is
poor
in.
retired person, you know.
Whoever personalised twist is in.
You laughing at?
You, you're full of it. You're absolutely full of it. Who told you that it has to be a constant 15 degrees?
It's 10 degrees.
10
No, I
degrees then.
It's not supposed to go below 10 degrees. That's what it says in the leaflet, in the box.
Yeah,
read,
that's before it's cast.
LTFM.
Robert Kingsport's in as well.
Yeah, that's while it's casting.
Once you've cast it and it's cured, so
Doesn't matter.
2 hours after it's cured, it doesn't matter.
What do you mean 2 hours? What do you mean 2 hours?
It'll take
matter.
2 hours. It'll take 2. Well,
Who
it'll take
is
40 minutes to cure.
All right. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. There you go. Didn't read the manual enough then. Oops. Who is personalised twist?
Don't know. Question from Douglas Malcolm Douglas. In a turning competition with novice, intermediate, experienced categories, what would you ask them to make? Well, depends. If you're a novice, then that means you've probably just started turning, and maybe had a lesson or two, and you haven't been doing it that long. If you're an intermediate, then you've been turning for some time, maybe, but you haven't got the experience yet, or had enough training to get better. And if you're experienced, you've been doing it a long time. So if you can turn an off-center bowl with a finial, a hollow form with a finial as a novice, then you'll probably win that category. So, if you go to a club and they say, I'm a novice, that means you've just started turning within the last, say, 6 to 12 months. And you put a piece that you've turned in, and you get judged on that. But if you've been there quite a while in the club, you might be classed as an intermediate, where you've, had a few lessons and done the novice competition and won a prize or two.
So I'm an intermediate then, is that what you're telling me?
You're a novice.
Good. Yay.
Actually, no, you're an experienced turner because you've been doing it for a long time.
So
4 years is a long time,
I've just looked up personalised
especially
twist.
putting up with you.
Oh, be quiet. Personalised twist is a personalised gift handcrafted with a twist. It's a new channel. It appears to have been started on the beginning of March. No, February.
Got it.
Very good. Welcome along, personalised twist. Do we have a name to go with personalised twist? Because we don't like using page names. We'd rather have the real names.
Bloody bed bars are in the way.
That was me on the wrong account, Brian. Is that Roy the boy? Terry and Brian, you missed my question. Question, answer to Steve. Question, answer to Steve.
No, we didn't. We just didn't want to read it out.
What are you talking about now, Roy? Roy, you're confusing the life out of me.
Wesley
A question,
Hammer's in.
answer. Did you answer your own
I
question?
didn't see it, Roy. Going by so quick.
I'm zipping back up. Personalized twist. Is that you, Rob? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Oh, and Roy the boy says, question. Yes, Steve. The blue bowl.
All right, okay.
That makes sense to you?
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
That's good. Makes absolutely no sense to me. None whatsoever.
Spin that a little bit. Oh.
Yeah.
Why is that
Pete
hit on
said-
there now?
Because it's not going between the bars. Like.
It's not going between the bars.
Do you know what? I wish I'd have stayed in the house tonight. It's going really well.
It is. It's going exceptionally well. Pete
Chris
says,
is in from Bailey's Woodworks.
Oh, evening, Chris.
Hi,
Pete
Chris, how you
says,
doing?
mums tell lies. Did you know that? Mums tell lies? Mine used to say clouds of silver linings, and they don't.
Right.
They're just wet.
Brian Green's in as well. Hello, Brian.
Brian said ages ago, Terry. Said that ages ago.
No, you didn't.
Oh, there's Malcolm Douglas's question. The turning competition. Okay.
That was ages ago, Brian.
Oh, what? But he asked, what would you ask them to make?
Well, whatever they want. If they're novice, they might have only ever made a dibber. You ask them to make something that they just make anything they want to make. It's easy.
Oh, Andy Woodward learned. He says, wrap the pressure pot in hay, Brian, not keep the temperature constant. I did watch a video where some guy sits his pressure pot on top of a heated mat. Who was that?
So you're going to buy a heated mat now, are you?
No, I'm not buying a heated mat. I'll wait
bet
till
you
it's
do.
I'll wait till the weather improves a bit.
You're just using an excuse. You don't have to do anything.
So did you say that Rob from Kingsborough was in, did you?
I did.
Did.
And again,
Even
you
Rob.
took no notice whatsoever.
I know, but that's still what I usually do. Chris is in, of course. He said that. I heard that.
I said, oh.
Roy the boy says he won a novice competition on Wednesday.
Oh, well done, Roy. Is that
What
your
was
club
the-
meeting? Novice.
What was the piece, Roy?
Blue
That's the
bow.
interesting bit. That'll give us a clue.
Blue bow, Brian.
Well, that was the blue bowl.
Obviously, you haven't been keeping up.
Well, he said that a long time ago, and then he's just put in there that he won the novice competition on Wednesday. I don't know. I'm confused. My mother used to say that too, Andy. If you make a silly face and the wind changes, you can stay like that forever.
Yeah.
In some
They used to
cases,
say
like
that. They also
Terry's,
used to say,
it was
shut your
never
mouth
right.
and eat your tea. And I used to say to my mum, can I do that, Mum?
Shut your mouth and eat your
What?
tea.
I said, I can eat my tea if I got my mouth shut. She used to get mad about that.
Slap.
Yeah, slap was the next thing.
AJ Kilgore's and Andrew wants to know what resin are you using? Epoxy.
Actually, Andrew, he's not using any at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not
Until
using
it gets
any.
to 10
It's
degrees.
actually in the airing cupboard.
Keep them warm.
Keep it staying warm.
Why don't you put the pressure pot in the airing cupboard as well? That's it then. Done. Answers that question. You can start turning resin by next week.
Why didn't I think of that? I know why I didn't think of that. Because Michelle wouldn't let me.
Roy's saying, Steve, what's the grind on that? Gouge, please.
40, 40.
40,
45, 45, sorry, not 40.
45, 45.
Here, 45,
Standard
45.
It's the standard grind, Roy.
Pete Twisted Trees is working on a new well, not new, he's drilling out or whatever, or experimenting with another of the Pro Edges
Oh, yes.
tool adjusters to see if he can get the 40-40 grind or various grinds on it. Because you can't set the 40-40 grind on there, can you? You can only do standard and long and whatever.
45, 45, 50, 55, I think.
Yeah.
He's
So
already
it's
drilled
still-
the hole. He's already drilled the hole in the guide for 40 degrees. So you
Like
can
a
get a
McEwen's
40
in.
degree. But he wants to get the 40 degree on the top edge using the tool holder itself. So he's playing about with that.
Michael McEwen's just joined us. Barry Chitty says that West
So is
Sussex
Baz.
turners in competition, all groups make the same.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go. So
Baz
just
through
different
simple
standards of
things, is it?
finish, basically, then.
Evening, Baz.
Just said that, Terry.
I didn't.
So that,
Not to me.
because you weren't listening, as usual.
Never listened to you. Told you.
I know.
So,
what's
what's going to go
any
wrong
room
next?
for texturing in there?
I was just thinking. Well, no, yeah, nice sunset in the middle, couldn't he? Nice.
Well, there's loads of room. There's all this room
Radiating.
around the outside here. What's the matter with you?
Oh, okay. Right, okay.
Don't know what else. Don't really want to do much else to that, really. Because it's a bit soft, there's a bit of tear out in there, so we just got to try and gently sand that without losing our knuckle.
It's either that or disguise it with texture.
Yeah, but that band, I was going to do that band there with one colour.
Okay.
So,
Dark Coolin's asking, does anybody have any advice on turning replacement handles for woodworking socket chisels?
Socket chisels? Yeah, Pete's just explained that. I have no idea about that for Tara. Wood-turning socket chisels. I'm not sure what that is. What is a wood-turning socket chisel, Terry? And Peter's explained the 40-degree hole works. That's in the little guide thing that's on that's actually bolted on the side of the pro edge. But you have to hand sharpen to get the other 40-degree.
Yeah, the side.
Way to get the fingernail jig to try and get the 40 grain automated. That will be excellent, Pete.
Baz says there's no need for Bernie tonight. Bernie tonight, Steve. He said he's just had a really hot curry.
Now he's scared.
Now he's scared.
Good luck tomorrow morning. That's all I'm going to say.
put your toilet rolls in the fridge, you'll be fine, mate.
Andy Woodward Learner says, question. Steve, if trouble comes in threes, why are there only 2 earworms?
Because there's one turner as well.
There's a turner here.
Well, no, it's me.
He's as bad as us. Or worse. Oh, the handle is a socket and not a tank. Oh. How does that work?
The socket goes over the top of the handle, does it? So you just turn a handle and glue it on over the top. Is that what you mean?
Just a bit like a shovel.
Or is it that the chisel has a lump on the end that fits into a socket? That's it, Brian.
I think Brian's phone's ringing.
It is.
Hello, I have your kebab here. The gate is locked.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to sand these bits by hand, safer, more secure. Won't lose a finger.
Wesley Hannah's got to run. Bye for now. Cheers, Wesley. Thanks
See
for
you
coming
later,
in.
Leslie. Thanks for coming in. Hope you have a great weekend. Whoops. So just sand that bit in there as well, I think.
Nobody asked Brian a question because he's on the phone at the moment.
Do they normally ask Brian questions?
No. Andy, when we're learner says the drawbridge is up. You mean, Steve?
Kebab. Right. So we're just going to quickly sand this up to about, I don't know, 400, I suppose, really, if we're going to paint it or stain it. So get a
Baz
decent.
is asking how did you get on last night?
Very well, Bears. It was a good night. I'll show you the piece I turned in a minute. It was a good live, a good demo, should I say? Good people, nice crowd. Room was nearly full. It was really nice. Plenty of good questions. People were asking, questions about certain bits I was doing on the live or on the demo. I shouldn't say live, really, on the demonstration, which was nice. And it was good because they had a lot of new people there as well. So a lot of them were even total novice turners. That none of them, 3 of them didn't even have lathes. So it was nice to be able to help them along their way. There's lots of questions about where to get equipment from and what I recommend to use for sharpening. And the key question that a lot of people asked that I couldn't really answer was, what's the best lathe to buy? And I basically turned around and said to them, well, buy your tools, buy your sharpening system, whatever you got left, then buy a good lathe with it. Buy the best lathe you can afford. Because without the sharpening system and good tools, don't matter what lathe you got, you ain't doing a very good job.
Rubbish.
Yeah, exactly. So
Matthew Lawrence has joined us.
hi Matthew, how you doing, mate?
And Matthew. I'm back again, by the way.
Oh, did you go, Brian? Did you?
Did you not miss me?
No. Yeah, of course we did.
Disappointing, eh? Pete thinks that Dara may have carving chisels there. Don't use them for wood turning.
All right.
Yeah,
Adrian.
chisels with a socket, so you have to put a handle into a socket. Doesn't seem like a good idea on a lathe for sure.
No, definitely not.
Adrian Olsen's joined us. Evening, Adrian.
Hi, Adrian.
Hi, Adrian.
Hope you're well.
82 people watching, Steve.
Oh wow, 82 people to watch me make a fool of myself.
And
Yeah,
we've been
Very impressive. Very impressive.
Words got round, Steve.
It's on YouTube again.
Yeah.
We've been going for 48 minutes, so it doesn't take long. But
The word to get out.
Yeah.
That took me 50 years to get the recognition I deserve as an idiot. The village fool is out.
Dara says they are carving chisels, not turning chisels, but somebody's asked her to turn some handles for him.
All
right. Well,
right, so that's up to 400. So I'm just going to blow off.
it wouldn't be hard to turn the handle for that now. You just need to get the cone shape correct, wouldn't you? It'll be cone shaped to go into the handle, I'm assuming.
The answer is cut one handle off and match.
Have a look, yeah.
So I'm thinking.
So Adrian's asking what's happening, what's occurring then, chaps. Well, Adrian, Steve is turning a piece of ash, which is curved because of the pith. And the curve is on the back of it, so you can't see that now. He's going to use that as the point stand on, keep it flat on the work surface. And now he's turned something. He's going to now do a little bit of texturing, we think.
So I'm going to use the Proxon with this rasp piece on it. And I'm just going to score this outer edge. I'm not going to do an amazing job because I want it to look rough and ready.
Change.
So,
the problem is I'm having is matching the sockets. Yeah. I wonder would the chisels have been heated up when the sockets were fitted in the first place and kind of burnt on, would they be? I don't know.
all I'm doing is I'm just bumping that edge of that against it to give me some little indentations.
Emma's in.
Turner's in. Hi, Emma.
Good evening.
Who's in?
Emma.
Oh, hi, Emma. How you doing?
The tiny Turner.
Congratulations, Emma, on your new export into your...
Yeah,
business.
absolutely.
Saw the video today on Facebook.
Worldwide exporting almost.
Yeah.
Very good, Emma.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not thing, Baz. So Terry, you sound like a pilot over an intercom.
He tries very hard to work at that.
Be bad.
Tries to work at that. So he sounds important, you know.
Trying to sound like Ken Bruce, really, and see if I can get a job.
Ken Bruce. Somebody's got his job already, Terry. You're too late.
I know.
BBC kicked him out a week early. Or 3 weeks early. Hi, Brian.
Bye-bye, Brian.
Emma says, LOL, thanks. It's a friggin' nightmare, she says.
It is. I can imagine.
I'm sure it is, Emma.
But it's all another learning curve, mate. Just enjoy it. Robert Kingsmore says he had a great RD Europe meeting today. The 150 by 10 meter Velcro normal rows and the net rows products will be in stock for the next 2 to 3 weeks.
That sounds good, Rob.
Very good.
Well, we have to get a couple of rolls of that to see. 156 6 inches by 10 meters. It's a good roll. To try, I'll have to get a roll of that, Rob, so we can try burning them off my laser into circles.
See if it can cut. Because Brian won't use scissors. He lets his laser cut it. He's just...
Yeah, just stick it in the laser and let the laser do something. Why not?
Turns the sandpaper from £1 a metre into £6 a metre, but it works.
Yeah, that's it, 'cause he throws the rest
Yeah,
away.
sure, who cares? Who cares?
It is, Adrian. Great little tool.
No matter if you're cutting them into circles, you're cutting them into circles. Whether you use a punch or use a laser or use scissors.
Cut them into squares, you get to use more of it.
But then
Don't
you have the
waste any.
square bit sticking out. I don't care.
Yeah, that's right. That feathers the edges as well.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's a pain. It's a pain. If you want to do fine detail and getting up to the edge, you can't do it with a square bit sticking out the corner. Don't be ridiculous.
Love Emma, she says. Anyone know if I'm demoing at their club this Sunday? Oops. No sleep then, Emma?
I think who said that about a demo a minute ago? Somebody said something. Somebody said we're looking forward to a demo at a club. Who was that?
Back up a bit.
I'm looking back up.
Look.
Don't tell me you got a weekend off, Emma, if not.
What's a weekend off, she says. I can't see that now.
No, can't see anything there about demonstrations. I'm sure if you shout loud enough, somebody will...
Matthew Lawrence is looking forward to Emma's demo for the KLWT. KLWT?
England woodturners, that's not till later on in the year. Who was that, Matthew Lawrence?
That was Matthew, yeah.
Yeah, that's not till, I think,
okay.
September, October
Kings Lynn,
time.
yeah.
Well, that's not this weekend then.
No. That's our club in Kings Lynn.
Says the chairman of the club.
Well, Matthew,
You must know.
Good man, Matthew. Thank you for promoting.
So not that we know of, Emma, at the moment. So perhaps we should check a diary.
Right, so that's just a bit of texture around the outside. So I need that brushy thing wherever I put it. Here it is.
That's a very good answer, Pete, to Dara's problem. Says Dara's the way to go then is to have, if you don't have the original handle, is modelling clay or something similar, plaster of Paris, and an oiled socket, and then you can make a template to copy. It's a good idea, Pete.
So I'm using this automotive nylon brush just to clean this texturing out.
Emma says she screwed up in her diary and she's written Tameside, but she knows she's definitely not there.
Oh dear. Roy the Boy says, Brian, I watched your TikTok video today. What TikTok video, Brian?
The 50
Oh,
millimeter.
I see. Yeah.
50 millimeter discs on the some the 10 mil hole in the middle. They do give you a Proxon send you a thing, don't they? So you can use an 8 mil as well. I think 50 mil.
Yeah, Proxon thing. Paul Finley's looking forward to Emma coming to our club in June. That's the Northern Ireland Woodturners.
Says Emma, quickly flicking through the pages for June.
Yeah.
Sure.
Have I? Am I? Just keep putting them in there, guys, and then we can fill the diary back in. All right, so a little bit of texture around outside there. We just denib that with that nylon brush. So I think I'm going to do this outer ring here with some little tiny pinpoint bits that I have.
Pinpoints.
These were kindly sent to me by Rob from Kingsport Abrasives.
What were they now?
Yeah, they were. Don't get too excited. Not that one. He sent me several.
Kevin 9K says, remember, if anyone sees Darren Breeze, ask him where the box is.
Yeah, I did hear the rumour last night that he forgot his thread cutting jig.
Oops.
So this is the one I'm going to use. Just a real, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, can you? Little tiny
Just
round bore.
burr. Little round burr.
Yeah, little round bore.
Benjamin's in.
Oh, stand by your beds.
Rob has says, okay, in May we are launching 125mm and 115mm carving discs. I will ask if it can be 50mm can be done as well. Ooh.
Yeah, 50 mil carbon disc would be good.
It would,
up for that, for sure.
Fit a lot of Proxon.
So I'm just going to put some dots in there.
Looking forward to seeing them too, Rob, I have to say. The carbon discs. The Tiny Turtle says, I'm well stressed. Oh dear.
Tez Johnson's in. Hi, Tez.
I've absolutely no idea how to share a TikTok video. I've absolutely no idea.
What's the TikTok video?
Yeah, well, I've done a few TikTok videos. I did one of.
Oh yeah.
I did one of laser cutting sanding discs.
Woodturnings by Barry's just joined us. Hey Barry.
Hi Barry, how you doing?
Or was it a Facebook reel that did it? No, it wasn't. Don't know. I can't find it. I've no idea how to work that TikTok thing.
Brian El Tenero de Madeira is in.
Hello, Brian with the Y. Did you say hello to Barry?
Did.
Woodturning by
listening.
Barry?
You just didn't listen.
No, I was busy doing something on the old phone,
busy.
looking for
You're
the
busy.
TikTok
You're busy
thing.
yapping.
I was looking for the TikTok thing. I can't find it. So
you can't find TikTok, so you're not going to be able to share it tonight.
I can find TikTok, but I don't know how to work it, Terry. It's just.
I don't know. Kev says TikTok means send me a virus. I don't know. I've never looked at it. Yes to Snayton. Phew, she says.
There you go.
So she's off to Snayton's.
Emma's sorted out.
I should put it off until the second week of April.
The boy says, Brian, the little arrow on the right, on the bottom, to the right on the bottom right. A little arrow to the right on the bottom right. Let's have a look.
Boys will favour it.
Yeah, Roy the boy's up to date with all that stuff.
Roy's
He's probably
TikTok's
know this.
famous.
Famous or infamous? I can't find a little video now.
Right. So that will do for that. So again, I'm just going to rub over that with my nylon wheel.
Is that any specific? Does that come with, like, coloured means it does a certain grit, or is it just, as in smoothing, or
What are we talking about, Terry?
those nylon things?
Nylon,
like a nylon Nye-Web
brush
things. They
Yeah, it's
say they've got
just
different colours, there's different grits in it.
yeah, they do different grits, but I always use the pink one because it's fairly durable. You don't want it too soft because it won't do nothing. It'll just run over the top of it, which ain't really a lot of good to man or beast. You can use I do use a wire wheel sometimes, but I quite like that because it's not too aggressive. It won't. Wire wheel can scratch your wood where that don't really scratch your wood up. So
Emma says it looks like it's got a nice bit of ripple in there, Steve.
yeah, it has through there, just through there a little bit.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can enhance some of that with some of the colouring. So what I need to do, I don't know really what else to do with that. So we've done two different effects. Excuse me.
So Lucy's looking for, can someone provide me with a quiet, dark, locked room, please? I think she must be getting shoulder pestered.
Matthew Lawrence asks, does
Sorry,
anybody know
Randy pestered.
Does anybody know who stocks the older style JSP power cap batteries? The one that clips to your belt? Not sure.
No, I haven't got
I know the batteries you mean, though, because I used to have one of those donkeys years ago.
Right, so a little bit of
And not
texture.
threw it out.
A little bit of texture, I think.
And Emma says, looks like there's a nice piece of ripple in that, Steve.
Terry just said that.
He answered the question, Brian. So you're way off block.
Where was I?
You were sitting there.
Did I leave somewhere? Did I go? Have I come back yet?
Just behind you on the second shelf down is a brain. Could you go pick it up?
Oh, no. I left it in the shed earlier.
I asked the question. Steve said, "Yes, there is." Look, and he pointed to the ripple. He pointed to the ripple.
Shut up. Tez Johnson says, "Where can I get nylon wheels?" And what are the nylon wheels for, Tez? And we might be able to help you better.
I get mine from Tool Station. They're the ones I'm using now.
Oh.
Sanding wheels, Brian. The orange one that Steve was using just now, or have you not seen that yet?
It's not a sanding wheel.
Well, it's a smoothing wheel, then. It's abrasive. It's got to be.
Is it?
It will rub your skin if you hold it.
So I'm just going to put some dots in there. I don't think I'm going to go no more than that. That's it. That's all I'm going to go. So we're going to... Go on, mate. You're right.
Weird Work Learner says, Steve, are you going to use Mark Gentleman Woodturner's favourite colour scheme?
What, red and black, yellow and black? Yellow and black.
Yellow and black, is it? Right.
Rob thinks he got lost in TikTok. No, I didn't.
That's probably it. You probably looked at one of those videos and thought, I remember that one, and went off on one.
I was looking at my own videos, actually.
In the land of Oosby.
I couldn't find the video I was looking for. It must be a YouTube reel.
Adrian Olson likes
Facebook reel. He
likes to think that you could call the description of that wheel a brushy thing. He likes that.
A brushy
thing.
Brushy thing. Right, so I'm going to put some tape
over my... It's a spinny, brushy thing, Adrian, yeah.
Tape over my chuck. Just to protect it a little bit. I'm going to give this a coat of sand and sealer. Spray sand and sealer.
I noticed you covered up the chuck. Well done, Steve. Somebody else doesn't do that.
Oh, who did that? Des Johnson just said, cheers, now for some multitasking, watching and chopping.
Just make sure you don't watch and chop at the same time.
Yeah.
Right, so coat of sand and sealer.
Right, the boy says, look on your messenger, Brian. Looking now.
That means you take no notice of what we're doing now, see. Totally. They're called polyamide brushes. Thank you, Kev. Rob. Polyamide brushes.
So just
Oh,
let
there
that-
you go. I found it. Well done, Roy. How did you find that?
Because Roy's young.
Now, Roy, how do I share it now?
Anybody wants cheap matte black spray? The Lidl's are selling them for $2.99 at the moment.
Oh,
Apparently.
my black spray. Oh, that, of
We're
course,
banning.
that's in England. That'll not work here.
Oh, don't you have a Lidl's where you live?
Yeah, but it's usually about at least a week, maybe a fortnight behind you guys. For the mid-aisle offers.
Emma says
We don't-
she's
we don't
impressed
get
that
the
you're
same.
covering the chuck, Steve. Probably wires. She can't close the jaws of hers after years of not covering it.
Shh.
The trouble is, then I spent nearly 4 hours over Christmas
Yeah.
cleaning the lathe and all my chucks, so that's easier just to
Taking
cover
the
them up now.
bits.
It's just easier to use a couple of rolls of masking tape through the years.
And I've just spent about an hour
2
and a
hours
half
out,
today cleaning one of my chucks that was covered in lacquer. And when I tried to take the jaws off, they wouldn't come off. But I had to give them a little clunk with the mallet to get them off.
Clump, little clump.
Clunk, little
Rob
clunk.
Copperow says that's brought it alive, Steve. It has, isn't it?
It has. Is that all the texture you're doing?
Yep.
Yeah.
If you'd been watching,
time
I'd
for
text you
colouring.
there, I'd text you there.
I thought you were going to do a lot of texture. But
How much is a lot, Brian?
Well, that's quite a bit.
you've whole lots of bits there that's not texture.
What's
Yeah,
it
but I
is?
want some vibrant colours coming through as well.
Oh, okay. Oh, vibrant colours now. Ooh.
Matthew Lawrence wants to know if anybody's got a real review on the Axminster powered mask before I buy one, or recommendations on something similar. If you're talking about the APF10, I've got one. Had it
Or the,
for quite a
or
while,
the,
and it does the job.
or the
Does the
GSP
job.
thing.
This JSP make them, but Axminster puts their logo on it. It is
I
a
have-
very good mask, but
It is.
there are better ones, but they are obviously dearer.
I'm not so sure they're a lot better.
Well, you can get
My-
down to
My GSP
one of a
power hood is
micron.
an excellent piece of kit.
It's-
You could-
I'll give you one thing. It is very, very light, and
it
if
is.
you're not used to anything heavy on your bonnet, your neck could ache after a while with the
Yeah.
bigger ones.
That's the problem I have with my air shield. It's too heavy, top heavy. Makes your neck
Yeah.
ache.
Yeah.
Well, mine
the-
doesn't.
The
It's well
Axminster one
balanced.
is really light, and it's well balanced, and it's, well, in my opinion, is really good.
Right, so
That's
I
what
want
I
some
use.
gesso now. Where's my gesso gone? My little tiny tub of gesso.
So Pete Twister Tree says, I've copied Steve's idea of using a towel for the lathe for chuck protection. At least it only hurt me a little bit.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have stolen good towels.
Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the outside of this black, and I'm going to try and get it up to this line here, all in black, and then we're going to do some texture and dry brushing on there, and then try and get a piece of Joe Sonia around there. But I'm going to just cover it off and get the lid off the gesso, with the gesso to start with, and then I'm going to run the lathe to just try and give me a nice tight line all the way around there, because I know I won't be able to do it by hand. So I would normally use ebonizing lacquer, but because I don't want to get it all over everything else, I thought this might be the best bet. So just take that off.
Roy the boy's got a great idea for covering the chuck. He says he used an old t-shirt. I could use last year's Maker's t-shirt for that, couldn't
In fact, you could use some of those smocks you got. Or disgraceful.
I?
No, boys.
Smarty pants.
Magic rubber? What's magic rubber then, Rob?
I don't know, magic rubber. What is
That's what you have-
If you need to clean the sides of your chuck or your lathes, use magic rubber.
A magic rubber is what you use on a linikin belt, isn't it, to clean all the dust and crud out your linikin belts. That's what we used to use.
know.
Yeah. That's what I use here to clean my linikin belt.
Including the diamond one.
No, not the diamond one. No.
I just washed mine with soap and water.
Yeah, no, not the diamond one. Just the,
Soap and water for a diamond belt. Don't
Yeah,
use
no.
that magic rubber in a diamond belt.
No, that'll clog it up.
Yep. Ow.
So because this is ash, we want to push this right into the grain because the grain is going to obviously be different heights. So I don't really want to take this over the edge on my bark, he says as he puts a bit on the bark.
There's a bit of bark, yeah.
I suppose I could just brush it out like that, really, be the easiest way.
Rob from Cobbler Woodturning was asking about what you should put on toast, and the answer is poached eggs would be his first choice. 4 butter toast with 4 poached eggs. The ginger marmalade sounds interesting and delicious, and I've never had Marmite, but I think I might like it.
Oh, horrible stuff.
Marmite is rotten. Michelle eats it toast in the morning, and she spreads it like it's butter. It's horrible stuff.
I'm a Bovril man. I like Bovril.
Well, they say you either love it or you hate it.
Kevin 9K uses the magic rubber on metal surfaces. I've never tried it on a metal surface, to be honest.
No.
Does it bring scratches out? You can't.
Oh, Rob says it's a rubberized abrasive. Looks a bit like an oversized normal rubber, designed to clean scratches and marks off metal. Now, I've never heard of that now.
We have now. Because Kev's
I know, see, Kev makes
Rob's into it, and he's Rob's into it.
Yeah, right.
He makes the stuff. Well, he personally may not manufacture it. He sells it.
He flogs it.
Yeah.
He sells that
What's
kind of stuff.
What is the black, Steve? Says Roy.
I think I could spend a fortune with that Rob fella.
It's gesso.
Is that black gesso?
Yeah.
Black gesso, yeah.
So it's
It's a
basically
good
just
keying surface.
Yeah, it's just basically a black.
It's just basically it's an undercoat, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a black acrylic paint, really. That's all it is. But it's quite thick and it dries quite quick as well.
It's got a little bit of grit in it as well. It's good for keying surfaces for painting.
An undercoat.
IJ Leach is in.
Good evening. Is that a new name?
No, he's been in.
Lucy Bundy Rose says Marmite is gorgeous. I worry about you, Lucy.
Is Marmite? Am I right in thinking that Bovril is an animal based product and Marmite is vegetable based? Is that right or not?
Marmite is.
Don't eat either.
Yeah. Is Marmite not a kind of yeast based product that stinks?
Oh, it's nice.
Matthew Lawrence says, Steve, you could sell me the trend or I'll swap a meat hamper. Whatever that means. Your butcher.
Well, he's got a couple of kids to get rid of.
Oh, shh. Can't be saying things like that. That's terrible. Shocking.
Right, so I'm going to get my brush, move my tool rest over. I'm just going to try and do a nice gentle line in there. I'm not going to spin the lathe quick because obviously we've got wet paint on there, but I want to try. The lathe's wobbling about like a trooper.
JPN says concentrated yeast extract. So it is. Marmite and what do the Australians call theirs? Vegemite or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Same stuff. Run. Stinking.
So we might need a bit smaller brush because that's a bit
Adrian
chunky.
says that Marmite is a byproduct of the brewing industry, or so I was led to understand. Yeah, it says yeast. It's basically yeast.
I like Bovril.
And Bovril is beef based. You're quite right, Robert. Marmite is a yeast extract, says Roy the boy.
Still a little tiny bit there.
Yeah, we get that,
Kev
Kev.
from yeah, but we kind of worked that out there, Kev.
Worked
Got
that
it.
out about 80 questions ago.
Thanks, Kev, for pointing that out. IJ Leach is in and says, you sent me the purplish resin blocks, Steve.
Oh, hello, mate. How you doing?
Thumbs up.
Now you remember.
How'd you get on with them? Good, I hope. Alright, so that's covered in gesso. So we're just going to get a hot air gun and dry that off. A little tiny bit there, but
Dinner is served. Adrian's having to go. Bye-bye, Adrian.
see you later, Adrian. Thanks for
Bye,
coming over.
Adrian.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy. That's right.
So put the lid back on that before I knock it off.
Doug Miller has just placed an order with Demo and he can't wait.
International exporter.
Actually, we need to
Well
do this.
done.
We need to do that black as well, don't we, to highlight that? So
Depends what you put in it.
Joe Sonia's I want on there, really.
Oh, okay.
Joseph of the Onyas.
Yeah. I really need to put a little bit of black on there.
Yeah,
Small-
Rob Greenspore says, when I was a kid, my mum gave me a teaspoon of yeast extract every day. Hence my love of beer.
I was going to say, what she should have also done is get you to swallow a spoonful of sugar. You could effervesce.
Effervesce, yeah. Kevin 9K says, the sanding belt cleaner blocks are £3.97 on Amazon. If you need one for cleaning your sanding belts, but that's not what the magic rubber is. Something different, apparently. And IJ says, not got around to doing much yet with them, but when I do, I'll post pictures.
Good man. Thank you. So we're just making sure we get this pushed right in these little holes.
Lucy, for goodness sake, she even puts a teaspoon of Marmite in her gravy. Oh, God.
Is that because she can't make gravy, or?
Must be, I don't know. Yeah, Andy Woodward Leonard just said, if Steve picks yellow, I'm going to laugh my head off.
Or bumblebee?
Oh, Matthew Lawrence, that's a bit aggressive. Just botherless for men. Marmite is for pasty-looking vegans. And I have to tell you, guys, that was held by YouTube.
I
had
agree.
to release that.
I actually agree with that, actually. So get this tight as I can get this up to this line.
Plum, says Roy.
Plum, him and plum.
Looks his plum colour, doesn't he?
He does.
The thing is, though,
Yeah.
he never actually colours anything plum.
No.
He just wants you to do it.
Bow
Yeah.
today, didn't he? The other day.
It was blue.
Blue bow.
Ben Jones says,
Why didn't he do a plum bow?
I love gravy powder. Lucy says it adds flavour and is full of vitamin B, or full of B vitamins. Okay.
B vitamins? But as in bumblebee vitamins?
B vitamins. Does it have vitamin B12 in it? Because nothing much does have vitamin B12 in it. Pete says, I always put half a bottle of beer in my gravy. Of course, then I have to drink the other half.
That's it. Just put a quarter bottle in next time. You get to drink.
That's why lots of recipes call for half a glass of wine, so as you can drink the rest.
Over the bottle, yeah. I always put a glass of white wine, because I don't drink white wine, but my wife drinks white wine, so I put a glass of white wine in.
Well, you can put red wine in stews, Terry.
When I do a risotto. She likes the taste of it then, so I put it up.
What, white wine?
It goes lovely, sweet white wine, and then evaporate the alcohol
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
But because I don't drink it, I use yours.
Red wine's lovely in with
Yeah.
beef.
Yeah, we put it in stews and things.
Oh, Brian White says, as kids we were given a spoonful of malt extract and cod liver oil. Anyone remember that? I remember the cod liver oil, okay. God.
No.
Bit before my
Our
time.
parents weren't that cruel.
Anytime you showed any sign of being sick of any description, cod liver oil. Didn't matter what it was. You could have a sore toe, but cod liver oil was the cure.
Yeah, you didn't complain about anything else afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it was meant to do.
All right, let's get this dried off.
Andy says he used to put red wine in his stews, but he can't anymore. Oh,
He's drunk it all.
yeah. He's lost his bottle opener. I asked Michelle to get me some multivitamin tablets the other day because I'd run out. And she brought me new ones with cod liver oil as well.
Oh, God. What they like?
Fishy.
Big round red things. It's the archetypal red pill, you know.
You sure you swallow them and don't,
Apparently, they said cod liver oil helps with
joints.
arthritis and all that, doesn't it? And
Does,
joints and things.
It's supposed to.
Perhaps I ought to try some. Stop my arthritis.
Maybe I should try sometime.
Never tried it, so I don't know.
For the WD-40,
My parents were in that cruel.
rubbing in the WD-40 is not working.
Yeah. Inject it straight into your wrist or your knees, and that might work.
Seems to be taking forever to dry in the middle there.
Yeah, know that. Fine. Ease. Just had a new app of mine, so. Other one's alright though, so I've got one good one. I've got two good ones now.
What was the little rubber bottles your mum used to break open and put in your pillow if you had a cold?
Oh yeah, that was like Vic rub on, wasn't it? But it was a vapor and they used to put it into the pillow. Mentholated.
Mentally something.
Mentholated something, wasn't it?
Probably
Break
was
it out
lavender.
And stick it under your
It's
pillow.
probably had lavender in it as well.
We use Obersoil. That's good stuff.
Oversoil, yeah.
Yeah. Carvol.
Cyanide.
Yes. Lucy Bundy Rose says the word carvol. Cyanide, says Andy. Yeah.
Right, so let's get some colour in the middle there first. So, bit of
Marie-
go red.
Marie Klein is in. Afternoon, everybody. I am a.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody. So turquoise, violet, and a bit of green, a bit of gold, I think.
Benjamin says you can get the same vitamins. Brian, you can get the same vitamins from cod and chips. I'm pretty sure you can.
Never worked for me, Barry Chitty, either. No.
Right, so a bit of gold, I think, first. Just a little tiny bit. Don't want a lot on, just little splodges.
Oh dear.
Robert Kingsworth says he can't use Obus oil. It plays havoc with his COPD. Just turn the oxygen up a little bit, it'll be fine.
Oh, well, yeah.
not quite dry, that black. So it's coming off on my brush. Let's go on the outside first. Give that a chance to dry in the middle there.
I'll
So-
try a bit further.
Yeah, let it dry out. Don't be rushing it. You spoil it, especially if it took you this long to get to there.
All right, I'll try my best.
Oh, oh, looked like a knife through you. Did you feel that knife right through your...
Did you? The things that went wrong in the beginning is terrible, wasn't it?
So just gently dry brush over the texturing just to illuminate that a little bit. So we're just wiping it on and wiping it off. You can go over a few more times if you want to highlight a little bit more.
That's just on your purple, is it, or
No, this is gold.
gold?
Yeah.
Of course, it shines different as it moves
Lovely.
around, doesn't it? You know. I like those though.
I don't know if she's going to be at Harrogate. Not Harrogate, Newark.
Newark, yeah.
She could.
That's the second time you've made that mistake.
Oh, I know. I've been doing it all week. Someone said to me last night, "Are you going to Newark?" I go, "No, Harrogate." No, hang on, let me think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Newark. Yeah, I am going to Newark. Right, so wash this brush out. Make sure it's dry. And we'll put the next colour on. I'm not going to go over the whole piece for the next colour. I'm just going to random brush it on. So dry it off as much as I can. So we're going to go with turquoise.
That's a good colour.
You're absolutely right, Rob. That's exactly what he was saying. Kevin 9K says, that, Steve, that sure looks like my clock. You know.
You're an influencer, Kev.
That's it. Yeah.
That's what it is, Kev.
YouTube influencer now. Your clock's on there.
So this is going to be less of this turquoise over the gold because we don't want to take away from the gold. So just a quick brush over with that. So hopefully what you can see is as it goes round, you can see the gold and then it goes into turquoise, hopefully.
Emma says it will be nice to see those of you who are coming to Newark again.
I'll be there, Emma.
I won't be there, Emma.
I'll be there.
And then sometimes some of them is not worth seeing, Emma.
Sadly, Emma, I won't be there.
Mm.
But it'll be at Harrogate.
Harrogate, that'll soon be here.
It won't be long. Kind of wishing my summer away there, am I?
Have you booked your hotel yet, Brian?
No.
You need to do that before I get booked up, mate.
Yes,
I booked mine last year.
Yeah, I booked mine as well.
Yes, dear.
I don't
Book
want
it
you.
now.
I don't want you
Yes,
crying.
dear.
Well, he's been doing everything else. He might as well do that as well.
Yeah, just look at that. You're taking no notice of what Steve's doing, so book it.
Oh, is Steve doing something? Oh, right, okay. Better pay attention now.
Brian thinks we're in a hangout. That's what it is.
Yeah, just
Just-
get it done, Brian.
Just sitting there dreaming.
I'm not dreaming, I'm watching the chat. And my TikTok and
Oh, you watching
Whatever
TikTok
else.
now, eh?
whatever else distracts my attention.
Right, so with this, I'm going to go this around the rest of it, hopefully.
I feel a bit like a goldfish this evening. Oh,
You look like one too.
you just swim round every now and again.
Close your mouth, Brian. Look like a goldfish.
You guppy.
Guppy, yeah.
Rob's going to be there, he says, but only on the Friday.
I'll be there
Oh.
both days.
It is only Friday and Saturday, isn't it?
Yep.
It's not worth all the hassle of me flying across there for 2 days.
Kev says we'll all be there. We're all coming, Emma. Emma says you don't have to, Kev.
You can stay at home, Kev, apparently. And Kevin AK says, Woodworking Zoom have a 12 o'clock meeting at Newark.
We do.
I've-
On
Go on,
Andrew
tell us the
Hall
rest
store.
then, Kev. Go on.
It's on
tell
the
us the
Andrew
rest.
Hall store
Exactly right.
stall where he's
Where
taking
Andrew's
his break at
demonstrating.
12. He's taking his break at 12, so if we can all meet there.
Twin Spores at Harrogate, they have a stand booked. Oh, good stuff. Well done, Rob.
Right, let's go back to this centre.
Forward to meeting you there then. That'll be interesting.
Yes, be good at.
Hopefully Harrogate's going to be a little bit more busier this year. That weren't very busy last year.
All right, thought it was busy enough.
It's not what it has been years before, though.
You don't want that many people in it. But
Lincolnshire Woodturner's got a stand at Newark, and I should be demonstrating on that stand at some
you
point
will indeed.
during the day, both days.
You could spend the third day clearing my workshop, Brian. No, I couldn't, Pete. Unfortunately. I'm just not going. No, Andy, the broomstick's broken. Andy says your arm's not up to flying anymore, Brian.
He's too tight, that's what it is.
That's what it is. Can't afford it. Only an old pensioner, you know.
Hang on, I've just got to find that little violin I had in there. Where's that gone?
Oh, you be quiet. Keep adding that nice blue colour to that.
Actually, that's looking quite nice, huh? As you turned it just now, I saw the different thing. It was good.
So on the two screens I'm looking at now, on the Zoom that I'm looking at, that blue looks purple.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
And on my
it's not,
YouTube channel,
it's not blue
it looks
anyway.
blue.
It's violet.
It looks, well, I'm just telling you what it looks like on my thing. Oh, Roy the boy can't make it to Harrogate. He's away at Lanzarote.
Lanzarote.
Fred Gulliver says, I noticed you didn't say poor Brian.
No, I wouldn't say poor Brian.
A poor old pensioner, that's me.
We don't really need him there.
Kevin 9K is asking, are you demoing at Newark, Emma?
Emma normally has her own stand there, don't she?
Yeah, I think Emma has her own stand there. And her brother's there as well, I think, isn't it? With the PPE thing, the
JPS.
Yes, did I not see a post? No, it's not JPS. Did I not see a post about that yesterday or something? Emma posted something that her and her brother are going to be there. Emma will confirm that if she's still listening. Yep. Woodwork Learner says it looks purple on my TV as well.
Yeah, it does. It's violet actually, but it does look purple. You're right.
That's a bit.
But violet is a purpley colour anyway, so.
So that's where I'm going to go with
true.
the Joe Sonias.
It's lovely, Steve.
And because Terry loves the gold that I put in that vase the other night.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to do some gold on there, I think.
Oh yeah.
JC safety, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, JC safety.
So Matthew, if you're looking for wherever it was, looking for a thing, wait until you get to Newark. You're saying about the axemen. So when do you get there? You might get a deal up there.
Emma's casting resin.
Ooh.
Oh. You ought to go there, Brian, because you got all the gear, but you ain't got the.
No idea.
I won't say it. I won't say it, but you ain't got no idea.
And 10 degrees.
I have no idea.
10 degrees got to stay.
So you could learn.
10 degrees.
I absolutely have no idea. I'll maybe go and speak to Emma. Maybe she'll be sensible and give me some sensible answers, unlike you, Pierre.
Oh, thanks,
Hey,
Brian.
Don't ask me. I don't cast resin. I've got no idea. But
so this
Stephen does.
This gold calligraphy paint is going to take a couple of coats, but once you get your first couple of coats on, the vibrant gold starts to roll through. So.
Well said,
I'm laughing at you.
Well said, Emma.
Sorry, Kev. I mean, I definitely do not have a stand at the show.
Are you trying to deter Kev from coming? Is that what you're trying to do there, Emma?
Nobody likes you, Kev. Just get it in your mind, right? Nobody likes you. No point turning up.
You really know how to upset people, you do, Terry.
That's not fair.
Well, it's a trend. It's not me. I'm just quoting it's a trend. Hands up in the chat. Everybody who likes Kev.
Hands up.
I can't see any. Can't see any hands.
Mr. G's woodturning. First time I went to Harrogate was last year, and I met you three guys.
Oh,
yep.
Sorry to ruin your week. I'm sorry we ruined your weekend.
Yeah. He loved it. So did we. It was good.
So we'll now do a line in there.
I like that yellow colour. Mine yellow is my favourite colour.
See, Emma's got the stove on to keep her warm.
Yeah, and so 10 degrees, you can get it above 10 degrees. Like Steve said, you only got to get it above 10 degrees until it cures. It doesn't matter.
I didn't know that.
Matter, then all
I
the
didn't know
resin
that.
stuff you've
See, I
got,
didn't know
Brian,
that. I thought it had to be
all the
10
resin
degrees for the whole time it was in the pressure pot.
No.
See, so
Once it's cured, you can do whatever you like.
I didn't know that. Nobody told me that. How am I supposed to know these things?
RTM.
I know nothing about
Read the manual.
RTFM.
RTM. I won't swear.
Yes,
Read
you
the
do
manual.
all the time, Terry. That's what you tell me all the time, Terry. RTFM.
What do you tell me all the time? You never read a manual. Well, I'll read every manual.
Kev at 9K says, nobody loves me. Everybody hates me. Think I'll go and eat worms.
About time too. Christ, been waiting long enough. God, blimey. What's it take to get the hint?
Terry.
As the subscriber count on the channel just takes a nosedive.
No, he knows we like him.
I don't know. There's 86 watching. It can't be that bad.
Yeah. Kev's going to eat worms. Barry says the brown ones are the best.
You got to watch those ones with a big lump in the middle to give you a bit.
Yeah, talk about this. Hang on. Talk about this resin. And he's got a good point. He's done the resin warm itself up as it cures.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Yeah, it does.
Does it?
So then it's over 10 degrees, isn't it? So it don't matter.
All right, okay.
It's just an excuse, is all it is.
Lucy wants to know what you're currently using.
It's gold.
Show them the bottle. Show the bottle, Steve. Show the
I will, as soon as I just
let me finish that, Brian.
Hurry up, Steve. Hurry up, Steve. Show the ball.
I don't do hurry. That's not in my vocabulary.
Yeah, we've noticed. So Terry said earlier.
Well, Terry taught me.
Oh, really? Okay.
Right, so we'll let that one dry, and then we'll put another coat over the top of that. And the more coats you give it, the more golder that'll go. So it's calligraphy ink, gold calligraphy ink from the range. They do a nice variety of colours. I got red, silver, and blue.
However, Brian purchased a packet on Amazon. Hey, how many was in the box, Brian?
12.
12. Price, Brian?
£17 something.
99. 69, 17, something like that. For 12 different colours.
Are they water-based or ink? Are they water-based or ink?
They're called Liquid Draw, coloured drawing ink set.
Inks.
India ink.
India inks.
Waterproof set of 10. Oh, sorry, it's 10 assorted colours. 10. I lied.
How much again? 17 what?
Hold on a minute. Just a copy that. It was £17.99 of the pences. But what I'll do is I've just copied that, so I'll
put that in the chat.
YouTube.
They're really vivid inks, actually.
They are very, very nice.
Really nice.
I tried some today. The red is particularly red, which is the hard colour to get. Where is Steve's channel?
Claire's Crafty Corners just joined. Hey,
hi, Claire.
Hi, Claire. How you doing?
Been forever since I joined you live, Steve, she says.
Oh, well, you're welcome anytime, Claire.
There is the link for said inks.
Liquid Draw colour inks, yeah.
From Amazoni.
Adrian Olsen's eating his tea and he's back.
Oh, well done, Adrian.
Steve, he says. Looking good.
Thank you.
I think you put too much gold on it.
I won't do in a minute when I put the final colour on it. Calm you down. I don't want you having a Connery or whatever you call it.
And they spray nice, says Rob.
I don't know. I haven't sprayed them yet.
Yeah, I haven't sprayed them yet either, but I will be trying them.
Yeah, I'm just going to I've got to just scroll back up the chat. I missed a question by
Have you?
Kev. But well, he said I never read his last question. But
No, it's not unusual. Huh? Just
not
ignore half of
unusual.
them.
Like I said, we don't like him anyway. It's point.
It's true.
Have a look here. Oh, got it. Here we are. Question. No, that's the question from Lucy. Better take me shotgun to Newark than get rid of some of those critics. No, be boring without Waldorf and Stadler and Animal. Oh, Steve, you're called Animal.
Am I?
Yep.
nice.
You're the mad drummer.
Oh, I've been called worse.
Yeah, you have. I've been called a lot worse.
I've never been called anything bad. Everybody loves me.
Newsflash.
Looking good, Stephanie.
It is. She's looking very good.
Don't go too close to the edge.
No, I'm trying not to.
Sorry. It's not me you're talking to.
Oh no, sorry.
He says it goes.
Kevin naked his beaker.
Beaker. Brian's dying. But what the chat don't know is I can see Brian and he can see me. And
The image of Beaker just came into my head there. I was thinking Steve's nose is not that big.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah, Miss Piggy was scary, says Adrian. Yeah, I've known a few of them.
What, scary? Miss Piggy's?
Piggy, yeah. Ooh.
Terry?
Scare the living daylights out of you.
Terry, behave yourself.
I am. Not saying anymore.
So I'm going to dry that gold off. Then I'm going to let it harden before I put a final coat over the top of that. Because as I wipe it on, that's taking the colour underneath it off.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll put the other colour over the final bit, I think.
The dried one.
And then I'll finish that afterwards, tomorrow or whenever.
God, the Glen corpses. Why do people take an instant dislike to Kev?
It saves time.
It saves time.
Poor old Kev's getting it tonight, isn't he?
Poor old Kev's in the doghouse tonight, boys. Oh, dear.
Speaking of doghouse. Right, so what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to...
Yes, Axel? Why are you barking?
Going to try and do this with the lathe going. So I get a nice line. So I'm using the red now. Now I really like this red because it's so vibrant.
It is vivid colour, beautiful.
It's a beautiful red colour.
Yeah, Rob has just congratulated Claire on her 88,000 subscribers.
Yeah, well done, Claire.
Well done, Claire is right.
Yeah,
excellent job.
Well done. Look at that, Brian. See that? Perfect.
That's good, huh? Yes, Axel, I see you, buddy. Oh, yeah, hi, Lola. Yes, I see you too. What?
And the good thing is with the lathe vibrating, I'm shaking the paint up as well. So we'll just dry that. And then we'll put another coat over it.
My dogs are aware that it's nearly time for their mother to come home from work. And anything at all at this time of night sets them off. That's why they're barking.
Yep, that is certainly red, Adrian. Lovely, isn't it?
It's gorgeous.
Gorgeous colour. But I like the yellow. My favourite.
Yeah, that yellowy gold colour turns out to be really gold as it dries. It gets richer.
More vibrant. Does that mean you got to stand to attention in a minute, Ryan?
No.
Piper aboard. She gets in.
No, she won't be here for a while yet. It's just getting near that time.
Professional Idiots 101 is in.
Danny.
Steve making a bullseye.
Yeah, Kev wants a target apparently. To put his solid lead slugs through the middle of it.
Pete says, nice thing about the zincs are they're very vibrant
They are.
and they don't cover the grain pattern. Bad thing is it take a bit more drying time, which can be an issue on lives.
But not on Steve's lives. He goes on forever, doesn't he?
Well, don't you start, Mr. 3 hours.
I enjoyed that.
Mr.
3
3 hour
hours.
marathon.
I didn't mind that. It was fine.
Yeah, there are people who run London Marathon quicker than that.
But don't matter. They were still there at the end. And they
All
got
12
a
of us.
good result too. 69 people at the end still.
You could have made
Still
you could have made the whole Canon series in 3 of those.
I
Instead
don't
of
care.
taking 6 weeks to do it.
Our Canon series took 3 weeks.
Have you done the video of the Canon series yet?
At my time. Been busy.
Doing
I
3
went
hour
away tonight
lives.
I went away. Yeah, having to do lies. I cover you twice, Brian. Because you're pleading ill again.
Try a red. What? What are you talking about? I did your live on Monday. Steve, Pete from Twisted Tree
That's 'cause I
says,
was away on
Steve,
holiday."
offline, try the red undercoat as an undercoat from the gold. For the gold. I can nearly
Oh,
talk.
okay.
Jeez.
See, Barry says I did well.
Didn't he do
Well-
well?
Yeah, are you referring to his stamina? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
What did you turn that day? I can't remember.
They did. I turned a threaded box.
Why you did threaded box? That was it.
All right, so
It takes a little time to thread it, you know.
It does.
this is the last bit of gold I'm going to put on tonight.
Rob says, keep going, Steve. Another 17 minutes and the kids get a milkshake with their McDonald's tomorrow.
We're being quiet.
Did we tell Adrian what the brand of inks are?
Don't know, did you?
I didn't.
No. You put it in the chat.
I put my inks in, but he's asking what your one is there.
These are from the range, Adrian. I will show you them in a second. Let me just finish
Indian Inks, Adrian, from the range. There's a special section with all the Indian ink stuff in the pens and all the rest of it, but they're like a very vibrant colours, and they work good on wood. They just do take a little bit longer to dry than
They certainly do.
than
They take a good bit longer to dry.
the acrylics and things. But it is worth it if you got time on your hands. You're not worried.
So I've just popped in the link again for the ones that I bought from Amazon.
Just put my arm in some Joe Sonia paint. Yeah, that needs to dry properly before we put another coat over the top of that, because it's just wiping the coat off below it. So we'll leave that. But you get the idea.
Oh, something's gone wrong in the channel. Lifeboats have been launched after a fire on one of the ferries in the channel.
Oh, yeah.
All passengers accounted for.
As long as everybody's okay.
Do you get
Yep, looks like it. That's good news, then.
That's good news, yeah.
So let's get
It's
this.
flashed up
out
on news
Adrian
channel.
Olsen says, I have all the time in the world.
Oh, right. So where's
Yes, we
my-
do.
Fred
Adrian.
Oliver says the colours are fantastic.
So this is the ink. It's called Windsor and Newton. Windsor and Newton.
Yeah.
Windsor Note Indian Inks.
It says for dip pens and brush. So they do several vibrant colours. I'm going to actually go back and get a nice. They do a nice green and a nice yellow. So I'm going to actually go back and get another gold because I really do like this gold. And then a green and a yellow. I might do that tomorrow morning before I head up to where I'm going tomorrow.
Yorkshire.
They go a lot. They actually go quite a long way too. The colours.
Yes, they do.
$3.99 a bottle they are.
Yeah, if you look at that, that has had 3 coats, but I obviously left it 15 minutes in between coats. But you can see how gold that is inside there. Really, really gold. Actually, if you didn't know the difference, that looks like gold leaf. If you didn't know the difference, it's just a little bit more yellow than the gold
It dries
leaf.
a bit goldier, doesn't it? More
Yeah,
golden.
yeah. As it dries, like I say, that's still because I sealed it. The first one I didn't seal it. I didn't seal that vase. And the first coat just sort of sucked straight into the wood. And I thought, well, if I seal it, perhaps that'll work better. But the only trouble is it doesn't dry as quick. So then when you put the next coat over the top of it, you're wiping the coat off below. So, but anyway, there's the piece. I'll come on this other camera because it looks better.
Robert Kingsford says, if you ever watched on YouTube how they make the Indian inks, they mix them with their feet like wine.
Yeah.
They smell, Steve? Have a sniff.
Oh, Jesus. So there we go. You can just see the glimmer of the gold and the turquoise around the outside there. So as you hold it, you can see gold, and then just gently flick it, and you'll see the turquoise flicking.
Lovely.
So then we did
Yes,
violet round here, and then a bit of violet, whatever colours we use around the outside, we did in here. So gold,
Joe
violet,
Sonia's.
turquoise. Joe Sonia's, yeah. Again, with the Joe Sonia's, you need to put a black background on first. Normally, I would use ebonizer lacquer, but because what I should have done is I should have sprayed the outside, then I could have turned that, then I would have gone back to wood. But you know, is what it is. So I coated it with gesso first, which you can still use, still a black background, and then the italic colours. So this the red, which is a real vibrant, nice red, and then that's just had 2 coats that red. So look how vibrant that is, really, really nice. And then we did a little bit of texture. You can just see the texture in the gold, can you?
Yep.
Yeah, you can just see the texture
Can
in
do,
there,
yeah.
and a little bit in the red. So yeah, so I'll let that
Very,
dry off a little
very
bit,
good, Steve.
and I'll just
Claire
sand that
says,
down
love
a
the
little.
gold.
Thank you
Emma
very
says,
much.
that's lovely, Steve.
So anyway, just
Swiss is lovely.
something a little bit different rather than a bowl all the time. And it just gets rid of that manky bit of wood off my shelf as well, really. So thanks.
Comments coming in.
Thank you, Rob, for sending me these bits. That's the first one I've had a chance to play with, but I appreciate it. I will be trying the others, so thank you very much for sending me those.
Even Kev liked it.
Oh, thanks, Kev.
Claire adores the texturing.
Oh, thank you, Claire. It's only done with the texturing tool. Just gently dabbed on it, just to lightly tap on it. Yeah,
Emma says it's unusual to get proper vibrant colours in red. It is. So it's the Indian inks that they
So
work.
Kevin 9K wants to know, are they thin or paint thickness?
They are thin.
Yeah,
they're really thin. Really thin. You could spray them straight out of the bottle because they're so thin. So yes, they are very thin.
They're designed to calligraphy pens and all
They're designed to be on a dipped pen.
Yeah, near enough water thickness, really. Like I say, I think you could spray them straight out of the bottle.
I'm going to try it tomorrow, Steve.
What, spray them straight out of the bottle? I think you won't have no problem spraying them straight out of the bottle.
Could you do that, Brian? Cover the chuck.
I'll do that, Terry. I'll put a cover on it. In fact, I'm going to go and steal a towel now. Hold on.
Steal a towel. He's brave.
You know what he's like.
She's not here
because Michelle's not home yet.
She's not here, so I'm not that brave.
Where's my mobile phone? Hey, Michelle, did you know?
Wait a minute, I find a towel. Oh no, I can't find it. If I'm getting the old towels, what am I going to do now?
Use your bath towel.
Yeah. Well, there's no Christmas thing there. I'll use that. That'll do.
So just basic colouring, really. Nothing high tech. Bit of texture and bit of colouring. As always, it's all about just playing around, really. So good. So as you guys may or may not know, I won't be here Sunday. I will be in Yorkshire doing a demonstration for. Let me get this right.
I'm just going to use this instead.
Yorkshire woodturners.
T-shirt. North Yorkshire.
I'll use this instead.
Woodworkers. It's not woodturners. It's woodworkers. So I'll be doing a demonstration for them. So anybody who's up there in that local area, please pop in and say hi. It'd be nice to see you. I'll be there from 10 till 4, so that would be good to see anybody who pops over
on Sunday.
on Sunday. Yeah, all day Sunday. But the hashtag will still be going ahead, so you ain't got away with it. So make sure you're here 1 o'clock Sunday. The hostess with the mostess will be Brian.
Yay!
He will
Wearing
be
his frock.
he will be hosting the show. Hang on, I've got waiting to bring you guys back
Well,
in. Brian will be hosting the show, so please come over and join
Absolutely.
Brian, and you will find out what this week's or this month's, should I say, hashtag is.
Hashtag.
So
hashtag.
Roy the boy saying, Brian, what's yours like? I'll take it means the inks. You haven't tried them yet, have you? Just gone today?
Well, I just tried the red today,
Mhm.
and it's as nice as the red that Steve has there. I'm sure it's the same stuff.
Windsor Newton are good
Just
paint.
comes
I
in.
use the Windsor Newton oil paint.
But I will be trying more tomorrow. I might just
They
pop
work a
on, do a
treat.
little impromptu live if it looks like it's going to work.
So I'm now going to cancel my live demonstration in North Yorkshire because Andy's going to be there.
Yeah. Mr. G
Oh,
wants to know
okay.
whereabouts in Yorkshire are you, Steve?
I'm not about the auction, not the auction. The demonstration is in First.
There's
I ain't got my diary on me. If not, I would tell you.
Thirsk.
I don't know if I got it on my phone, on the diary on my phone, the postcode. But if I have, I will tell you the. Let me just check my diary.
No, Susie. Brian's not doing a live, and he's not doing the hashtag either. Steve's put a premiere up.
Right. So the demonstration postcode is Y07 1LY, and it's the North Yorkshire Woodworkers. Yeah, North Yorkshire Woodworkers. I don't know why it's not Woodturners. Perhaps there is a woodturning club there as well. I'm not 100% sure. The demonstration starts at 10 o'clock and it will go through till around about 8ish. Not 8ish. Quite be a long day. 4ish.
10 till 4.
10 till 4. So I'm travelling up tomorrow, so I'm fresh and wide awake for the demonstration.
Wide awake.
Wide awake. So I will see anybody who comes over there. It'd be good to see anybody who pops in and says hello. Always nice to meet people who support the channel.
So
There you go.
Harvey Klein is asking, are the inks fade resistant? And as far as I know, they are.
Yes, they are.
It says something about fade resistant in the blurb. But if you, like everything else, if they're standing in a sunlit window,
Yeah.
I would suggest it would fade anyway.
Because if you're doing a piece like
It's
that,
fade resistant, not fade.
proof. If you did a piece like that and sprayed it with a satin lacquer, the lacquer would be UV protected.
Yeah,
anyway,
UV protected. Yeah.
So that.
Timothy Wilkins says that's the Yorkshire Vets area, by the way, where you're going.
Oh, okay. Vets.
Yorkshire Vet. There's a program called the Yorkshire Vet, isn't it?
Oh, I don't
That's
know.
the
There
area.
is.
I don't know. Sorry. So yeah, that'd be good to see anybody who's up there anyway. Right, so I think we've covered everything. Any questions before we go? I've got a bench full of rubbish I need to sort out before I go away tomorrow.
I haven't any questions at all.
I have
You're not,
any
Brian?
questions.
Good.
No questions. No. Pete from Twister Tree says, Harvey Klein, I've been using inks for over 10 years and still have
great
some
condition.
originals in great condition. UV kills all colours though.
Yeah.
That's why Steve said if you lacquer it with a UV lacquer
Protected
or
lacquer.
a UV protected lacquer, you can make it last even longer.
Yeah, that's why
What
we
was the
put.
postcode, Steve?
What's postcode again, Steve?
That's why
Oh,
we.
71.
That's why we polish our cars regular, just because the wax has got a UV protection in it. Postcode is
Is that where my car's fading?
Y07 1LY.
1LY.
Well, the postcode I've got is Y071JB. That's what Andy's put.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's right. Let me just double check that.
1JB then, is it?
No, it's,
Yeah,
no, I've got LY 1LY.
Okay.
Y07
Who's dyslexic then?
1L. Well, that's a postcode I was given by the guy who booked me.
Right. That's 2 to go to then.
North Yorkshire.
I should give him a ring.
Adrian says, thanks, chaps. Good session. Signing off now. Safe travels, Steve.
Thank you very much.
See you soon.
See you later,
Wednesday.
mate. Thank you.
North Yorkshire Club's a nice club, says Emma.
Ah, good.
Right.
They're not
Did you
going
know
to
the postcode, Emma?
they're not going to
is
read
it
me
one-
alive then.
1JB or 1LY? Because Steve's got 2 different postcodes.
No, I ain't got no. Andy put something different in the chat.
No, Steve's got the right postcode as far as he's concerned.
Okay.
Doug Miller's gone back to turning. I think he's doing eggs.
Eggs.
Hi, Doug.
And uses dirt to protect his paintwork. That's a good idea.
I'll message Harry and ask Harry. I'm sure that's the right postcode. I'm sure that's the postcode that Harry gave me anyway. So.
And Ben says, "Can you bring me back some nice tea, Steve?" From
That'd be cold, Ben, by the time I get back, won't it?
You give some.
Go to
You have to buy
Tesco's
something
and
for
buy it,
Emma.
Ben.
She sends you tea bags.
Yeah, that's right.
Did Harry book you, says Emma?
Yes, he did, Emma. Yes, he did. And I'm sure that's the postcode he gave me because I read it straight in my diary when he gave it to me.
That's probably the right one. I wouldn't trust Andy to get it right.
Andy says, "I got it from a newsletter." So
Yeah, it's probably a misprint.
I'll message out Harry in the morning and just confirm it. Unless Emma can tell us any different. That's right. So
Emma's had enough trouble with her diary this week.
Yeah, she's apparently now she's going to Snipe and she didn't think she was. But, you know.
Well, she knew she had a demo, but just didn't know where.
The name of the club, Roy, is North Yorkshire Woodworkers.
Sharpen all my tools up in the morning, pack them away after I just unpacked them a little while ago.
You need to have a second set of tools for traveling.
No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. No.
Hi, Fred Gilliver.
See you,
that's
Fred.
great.
Thanks for.
Keep
Don't
doing all
get
these
a thumbs
demos
up on the
and
way
stuff.
if you liked it, Fred.
Yeah, no, I've got. Where am I? I'm in Yorkshire Sunday. It's our own club meeting on the 8th. I'm in Wary Woodturners, which is the other side of Norwich, on the 15th. And then I think the next one is this on the 31st. So
There you go.
this month's a bit hectic, to be honest. And I've got lessons. I've got 2 lessons in between as well.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of rubber
Good.
gloves. Yeah, it's good. It is really good. Like I say, last night was an extra one because I was supposed to. Barry was meant to be doing it, but
Barry's not very well, wasn't he?
yeah, because Barry's not very.
Robert leaving. He says,
Bye,
"Bye,
Rob.
everyone."
See you, Rob.
Bye, Rob.
Because Barry's not very well, I said if they couldn't get anybody else, I'd cover just so they had someone to demonstrate for them.
That's
Right.
good of you.
That's why you have to do for Terry all the time.
Yeah, yeah, we all have to do it for Terry.
How could you? I was on holiday. Can't help it if I'm on holiday.
And
I've got to please my wife. She says on holiday, we're going on holiday. I've got to go on holiday.
It's the first.
What are you gonna do?
First.
What are you going to do next year when I'm away for 35 days on a cruise?
Oh my god.
nothing.
My god.
I might
YouTube,
take a mini lathe.
YouTube would come to a standstill.
We're not going to have anything on Mondays.
That's right. Soberby,
That's
wherever
the
that
end.
is. Sowerby.
Sowerby.
Sowerby. Sowerby.
Yeah, it's in first, but I don't know where it is. No, they told me first. Oh, what's going on? The address is Front Street, First, England.
Emma says it's Sowerby.
Oh, that's not. I don't know. I'm getting right confused now. Hang on, Harry.
You sure you're not in Snydens and Emma's going to Yorkshire?
Right, so I've got here a message from Harry. Hi, Steve. Thanks for yes, I'll book you on the 5th of March, 10 till 4. The venue is Sowerby or wherever. Prolco Lane. No, Prolco Hall. Y07 1LY.
That's the one.
So that's the postcode I had. Yeah. Yeah, so it is Y07 1LY, and that come from Harry. So, Harry, you know what I mean, Harry?
No, see, Brian, I got friends. Brian. My friend Twisted Pete just said,
No.
35-day cruise. Yeah, that's all covered, Terry. Ruth's already booked it officially. It's only when I ask, he says no. For you.
Only when you ask, he says no.
Got it covered.
Only when you ask, he says no. Ruth asked him.
I'll just get Ruth to ask.
See?
Kev's put hashtag new tyres for Steve. Don't need new tyres. I got new tyres, Kev. I had to put them on a little while ago. I can still feel the weight in my pocket's gone.
The wallet is still empty.
Right.
That's it, Rob. Yeah, who's heard of Terry? Never heard of him.
Yeah, thank you, Emma. Thank you very much. Emma's just confirmed it, so we're good.
Yeah.
Right.
Good,
so
good.
let's go. Let's let these good people get on with their lives.
Yes.
Look, we've been on 2 hours. We're bored the
Oh,
hell
yeah,
out of it
Everybody
now.
for coming in.
So anyway, guys, thank you very
Appreciate
much for coming over. Very much appreciated. Bit of art. I'll try and
Nice piece, Steve. Nice piece.
Thank you. I'll get the gold finished. If I get a chance tomorrow before I go away, I'll finish the gold and I'll get a picture up on media of the social, and then you guys can have a look at it. Nothing high tech, but it's just a bit of texture, a bit of fun, really, more than anything. So other than that, don't forget, hashtag week is on Sunday. 1 p.m. as always, and the hostess with the mostess, Brian, is going to take control of everything.
I will.
And he will be keeping an eye on it for us. And
Yes.
it's an entertaining one, for sure. It's yeah, be good. Be good. I'm sure you'll all be fine. It's a little bit more technical, but we said this year we was going to make him a little bit more technical just to get your old brain cells thinking. So other than that, yeah, look forward to it. So if there's any questions on the hashtag,
it's pronounced Sorby.
Sorby, is it? Oh, Sorby. Okay,
Sorby.
thank you, Emma. Thank you. As always, it's your interpretation of the hashtag. I'm not going to give too much away, but I'm not going to give anything.
No,
away.
don't give in away.
No, anyway.
I know what it is.
But it's your as always, it's your interpretation. So as always, send me the pictures at skkrafts@btnet.com, and then
by the
17th, is it?
I believe, yeah. By the by the 17th. If you can get the pictures over to me by the 17th, and then I'll do the montage for the 19th. So as always, then I'll put it on YouTube so the whole world can see it. So other than that,
Brilliant.
Have a great weekend, guys. Anybody who comes and sees me on Sunday, very much appreciated. Your support is always very much appreciated. And other than that, we will see you later. Say bye, say good night, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Guys.
Thanks.
See you later, folks.
Nice
Thanks.
to see you. See you next time.
See you later.
Monday.
Bye.
See you later, folks. Thanks for coming over.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.
That's all, folks.